Why is the camera on? How about we hit the countdown? 0 people.
What?
Can we block that? I don't want to see on your phone.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you. Martin, don't ever zoom out because that's going to take my focus away. I promise you.
All right, well, just know that I have to scroll, so.
For the comments?
It's fine. I'll hide it. Don't worry. Or you know what? Grab a piece of tape.
Why don't I
Grab a
see
piece
the
of
comments
tape
on my phone?
and tape that part.
Okay, where's the tape at?
We're
Is
gonna
he
grab
gonna-
it.
is
He's
he
gonna go
gonna-
get it. He's gonna go get it.
I'm going to just watch the comments on my phone.
No, we're gonna leave it. You're not even gonna see it.
That tape might not even be. Or you can
What? Why? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, y'all? Can you hear me? I'm laughing because we just having some technical difficulties. So hopefully you can hear me. If you can hear me, type in the chat. Let me know who you are, where you're at. My name is Essence China. I'm the founder of Rare Essence Academy, and I am back with another live today. And I'm hyped about this live, like super hyped. So let me know if you are with me. I'm gonna let some more people come into the room, but if you received the email, you already know what this live is about, but let me go ahead and introduce you to what this live is about. Today, we are talking about being scared to promote yourself, being scared to put yourself out there, being scared to post your work, like all the things that keep us from blowing up. Because in order for us to grow up and blow up, we gotta show up. And so many of you are not showing up, and you're not showing up because you're scared. You're not showing up because you're second guessing yourself. You're indecisive about who you are and what you're called to do, and like all of these things. And so I just want to give a quick couple shout outs to Akia. Thank you, Akia. I'm glad you can hear me. Just Aunt, thank you for popping in the comments. So yes, are you scared to promote yourself? Are you scared to post your work? And some people are unwilling to even say that they are, but I'm telling you, if you pay attention to this live tonight, I just have full confidence in God, right? And because I'm inspired by God, I just have full confidence that He's gonna break some things off of your mind, break some things off of your heart, and help you to get to that next level. And the only way that you're gonna get to that next level is to show up and show up consistently. The way I was able to build my brands, Rare Essence Studio, Rare Essence Academy, and all the things that I've been doing is I was consistent. Now, I've definitely had seasons of being inconsistent, but at the same time, there were certain things that I was always consistent with, right? And so I think the more that you get into a place of believing in yourself, you're going to be able to behave in a way that's going to bring about the results that you want. And so right now, all of you, I'm sure, if you're a hairstylist, you're trying to blow up. And if your goal is to not blow up, if it's not to blow up, then maybe you're on the wrong live. Like, I only really want to work with stylists who are ready to go to the next level, who are ready to blow up. And again, the only way that you're going to blow up is you got to show up. Somebody type that in the comments. Just Ant said, interesting topic. How can someone be scared to post their creativity? Eager to hear your views, Essence. Listen, a lot of people are scared to post their creativity. Why? Because creativity is going to cause you to do something that is new, that is fresh. And because it's new and fresh and it's something different, sometimes we're concerned about the judgment of how it's going to be received because this is new. I've never done this before. It's something completely just, what do you say, like off the beaten path. It's against the grain. And many times, like, how do I say this? The people who have left their mark, they've done something different. They've done something that was causing them to become courageous. And so a lot of people are afraid to post their creativity because they're concerned about how it's going to be received. That's why. How it's going to be received. What's up, Sweet Harmony? You're excited? I'm excited too. So let's get into it. I think some of the excuses that hairstylists tell themselves, and y'all gotta stay with me on this. I think some of the excuses that hairstylists tell themselves is, I don't know what to say. Now, I don't know if you're on here and you have struggled with being inconsistent with posting your work, and sometimes you're just like, I don't know what to say under my post, right? And if that has been you, I want you to raise your hand. I need you to type in the chat, like, dang, that's me. I don't know what to say. And this is where I want you to be able to break free of this mentality. If you are a hairstylist, you got to remember that your audience are non-hairstylists. They don't know nothing. When I take my car to the mechanic and he's trying to explain all this mechanical stuff to me, I'm like, sir, I don't even know what you're talking about, right? But he sounds like the expert because he knows what I don't know, because I'm not in that industry and I'm not in that field. You as a hairstylist is the same way. You know more than what your client knows, and as you are able to just share little bits of information, you don't even realize how uncommon, like not even uncommon, but like we think the things that are common to us are just common knowledge, and they're not. When I started even teaching and even speaking, some of the things that I'm called to share or called to teach or whatever, I'm just like, this seems so basic to me. It's basic to me, but it's profound to somebody who does not know that industry or that skill, right? And so as a hairstylist, when you sit up here and say, I don't have anything to say, you got so much to say. You could talk about how long the style lasted. What you want to do is when you're posting, you are posting for potential clientele. You're posting for your current clientele, but you're also posting for your potential clientele. And what you want to do is educate, right? What can they expect when they come to your place of business? Whether you're at home or in a salon, what can they expect? And so when you start educating them, you're going to be giving them more of a vibe and more of expectation of what they can get when they come into your place of business and when they get serviced by you. So you can just tell them stuff about the services, talk about your prices, talk about the process, right? So many clients, they may have questions that they don't even ask because they haven't thought to ask them. But when you start like feeding them that information, like you don't even realize how you're going to put yourself over the top and separate yourself from being average from other hairstylists. What's up, Pink Moon? What's up, Yate? What's up, Andrea? So you have so much to say. Y'all, I'm on fire tonight. And y'all know, I typically get fired up after 30 minutes, but I'm already fired up now. So I can't even imagine where we're going to be in about another hour. You have so much to say. So we have to overcome the lie that we told ourselves and we've agreed with, that we don't have anything to say. I want some of you all to even type in the chat, like, give me some things that you may even like post or, you know, talk about. Give them a piece of you. Yes, you want to post your hairstyles, but people are nosy. I'm nosy. When I go to somebody's page and they're a creative, say it's an artist or a painter or something, like I'm scrolling because lightweight, I love the work, but I want to know who the creator is. Listen. When I go to Sedona, Arizona, or any one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Grand Canyon, and I look at something so beautiful and so great, I'm like, yo, who did this though? Like, I want to know the person behind the work, and I know the person. Come on, I know God. You feel me? But people are nosy, and they want to know the creator behind the creative. They want to know the creator behind the creativity. They want to know a piece of you. And so you can start sharing bits and pieces of you, but some of us are just like, I ain't put myself out there. Like, what? You know? And I've been there. And the reason why I talk with such fervor and such passion is because I know it experientially. Like, I'm not just talking something I read in a book or some theory, y'all. I know it. I had to break through the fears. I had to break through the lies that I adopted in my mind, and they became fortified in my heart to where I've just like, I started to live by it. If y'all listen to any of my lives, I'm pretty much telling y'all the same thing. We hold on to things that are lies, that don't serve us, and it causes us to behave in such a way. If you look at the screen behind me, it says believe, behave, behold. When you start believing the right things, you start behaving the right way, and you start becoming and beholding the right things. And so right now, the reason why you're scared to post is because you're believing the wrong things. And one of the things we got to demolish is, I don't have anything to say. So go ahead and let's X that out. I have so much to say. I have so much to educate my clients on. Tell them bits and pieces of you. See, this is the thing. You can't blow up until you show up, but you can't show yourself until you know yourself. Write it in the comments. You can't show yourself until you know yourself. When you're expressing a part of you, when you are giving, like, your work is an extension of you. And so when your work is rejected, we feel rejected, right? But see, the thing is, in order to show yourself, you have to know yourself. The more you get to know yourself and know it from a place of pure love, you're not concerned about the rejection. Why? And I wrote this in my book. I said, there's no fear in posting. Hold up. Oh, hold up. No one can reject you when you accept you. No one can reject you when you accept you. When you fully accept you, your confidence is going to be a whole other level. I don't care who like it or hate it. I love it. I love it. I love me. And so no matter like where we're at in our stage of hairstyling, no matter where we are in our stage of just development, we have to learn how to show ourselves, but we can't show ourselves until we know ourselves. See, this is a problem. Some of us are not sure on who we are, and that's a hard concept to completely understand. But the more you know yourself, the more confident you are with showing yourself. The reason why I'm here even today, y'all, and when I mean here, I'm talking about here in this studio, here on this live, is because God started to show me a different part of me that then brought me to a whole nother place. Like the boldness I have right now, I don't know if y'all can feel it through the screen. It's real. But it's because I know who's backing me. I know who accepts me. I accept me and God accepts me, so therefore nobody could reject me. And you got to get to that place. So your fear of posting sometimes has to do with the fact that you're not really sure on who you are. And I tell y'all all the time, you're rare. So y'all done got me fired up too early. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? So we have to be able to know ourselves, to be able to show ourselves and to show our work. And so when you start posting parts of yourself, like tell them the why. Like, why did you get into hairstyling? Like, people connect with you because they connect to the story. Many of you, whether you've been on my live one time or you've been following the brand, there's certain parts of my story you know. Why? Because I got to a place where I knew myself enough that I showed myself to you, that you connected. So if you fear posting, I know it sounds like I'm going off on tangents, but it all comes back to knowing yourself. It all comes back to loving and accepting yourself and respecting yourself, right? So I'm hyped. Let me get some water. Let me slow down. What's up, everybody? Mama D. What's up, Sherma in the house? What's up, Chauncey? To know yourself is to know your strengths and your qualities. To know yourself is to know your strengths and your qualities. What is it that you are strong in when it comes to your hairstyling? You need to niche down. Stay there. Work on the other hairstyles, but know where your strengths are. When you know where your strengths are, you can promote that. A lot of the hairstylists that you follow online right now, a lot of them are so niche down, they only do one thing. Excuse me. They only do one thing. Many stylists only do locks. Many stylists only do box braids. And it's not to say that that's all you have to do, but when you find your strength, dial in. Go deep. Know it like to the point where you become the specialist of it, right? Become the specialist in your niche in whatever it is that you do. A lot of people who follow Bare Essence Academy followed us because of our flat twists. We do all things. We do braids, we do locks, we do twists, but they loved our flat twists and our technique for that. And so while we do other things, that's just one of our strengths. In order to show yourself, you have to know yourself. Put that on the screen for me. So you have to know what it is that you're strong at, and then therefore you can start rolling with your strong thing, right? Now, another reason why I feel like hairstylists don't post is because they have bought into this lie, I ain't got time. How many of y'all have adopted and bought into the lie that I don't have time? See, the thing is, we all got the same 24 hours, okay? Now, you have to ask yourself, how important is it for you to show up online? For you. For some hairstylists, maybe they don't see the importance of showing up online, so therefore it's not necessarily a priority. So if it's not a priority, then maybe this live ain't for you, but for a lot of hairstylists, it's a priority. Why? Because they're not booked yet. They're not booked and people don't know them in even their city. So that means you got to show up. You have to show up. So we have to start looking at it like, I have the time. I need to manage my time better. I need to delegate a little bit better. Let's put it like this. There are tools that will help you to show up consistently. You still got to record the work. You still got to tap in your client and ask them, because I know some stylists have a fear with that. They have a fear of asking their client to record their hair, and that's just something you got to break free of, because what is it that makes you feel that you're inconveniencing your client? Shoot, they want to be online. They want to be known. Like, who don't want to be shown? Okay? So one, we got to break through the fear of even asking our clients. I don't know if some of you are still in that stage, but you have the time to record the videos. And so, yeah, your client may be in a rush. Maybe that's not the client to record, but maybe you want to prep them right before the hairstyle and say, hey, do you mind if I take a couple of pictures or videos before, after, or during? You know what I'm saying? Now, as long as you ain't taking too daggone long, because you know if you're already a slow stylist, you try to perfect them parts over and over again, because I shouldn't say we don't aim for perfection, but we don't really aim for perfection. We aim for excellence, right? But when you're a perfectionist, you doing this part a million times, and the client is just like, but at what point can we move to the next braid? But what I'm trying to say is we want to make sure we're managing our time, right? So you have to give your client the expectation. If they say yes, then you got to go and get them recorded so you have the content. So once you record the content, you have it all in your phone. Now you got to stop looking at social media and seeing what everybody else is doing. That's one thing you got to do first. Listen, I tell people I don't follow trends. We don't follow trends over here. Is that my computer going off? You can close it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting text messages. Listen, people don't know I'm live. We live. So we don't follow trends, right? I be laughing because sometimes I'll be going back and watching my lives, y'all, and I would go from a mid-laugh into a straight face. Because I be in the zone. Let me get back to this word. We don't follow trends. So you want to see, how do you want to present yourself? Yeah, I almost feel like I'm about to go into branding right now, but we're going to talk about branding on a whole nother day. Martin, feel free, okay? Don't. Yes, Go ahead, join the academy because that's where it's at. But we don't follow trends. What we do is we decide how do we want to present ourselves online. And so some of us don't feel comfortable putting ourselves out there because we're seeing what everybody else is doing. And everybody else's stuff looks glamorous, which kind of leads to a thing that I'm about to do. So a lot of the graphics that y'all, not a lot, almost every graphic that you've ever seen from Rare Essence Academy, I have done. I use Canva. I love Canva. And I've grown. I've gotten so bomb with Canva. I love Canva. But I actually want to put together a master class for hairstylists that want to present themselves in a professional way. And so sometimes because we don't know how to present ourselves professionally or even in the look that we want or in the excellence that we want, we're scared to post because we're concerned about how it looks. And so you can equip yourself, like take a Canva class. So I feel like I'm gonna do a Canva class because I love Canva. If you've seen the flyer in the email, I created that. Thank God, I have a good eye. And so I know what I want it to look like. And so for years, I used to have graphic designers, but they never could grasp like the look I was going for. You know what I mean? So I don't pretty much say that I am like a pro at it or nothing like that, but I approve of it, right? And so some of you are also feeling that feeling of, I don't put myself out there because my stuff doesn't look together. You know, I'm scared because it doesn't look concise. And so when we talk about branding, which I'll get into branding in another week, you do want to have a level of consistency because otherwise it's going to be looking like the car wash. It's going to be looking all like the junkyard. It's going to be looking like all over the place, all sporadic. Like, can you make up in your mind who you want to be and how you want to show up? What's up, Kashia? So you definitely want to have a consistent look. And so some of you don't show up and don't post on social media because you're like, dang, my brand don't look like that brand, or my brand don't look like that brand. Well, then educate yourself. Take a class. So take my Canva class, because that class ought to be litty, right? But we have to, again, we got to get back to the other topic because I be going off in all types of roads. You have the time. So you have the time to record them because you're going to ask them. And you don't even have to record more than 3 clients a day. You can just record a client a day. And then you're gonna delegate some time to once a week sit down and go through your content and put it together. Now, I know you wish you had somebody. Listen, I didn't get a team until well into this thing. I did not get a team until well into this thing. I was doing this stuff by myself. I have a team now and I'm grateful for it, but still I'm hands-on with a lot of things that I do. So we have to stop saying, I don't have enough time and I don't have a team to do this. Like there are apps that will help you. There are scheduling apps that'll help you. You got Canva you can schedule now on, I think for free if I'm not mistaken. You can schedule through Facebook, through Creator Studio. You can schedule through PlanNet and a whole lot of other third-party apps. So at this point, we ain't got no excuses. So let's go ahead and check that lie off that I don't have the time. Let's just say that I don't value putting this as a priority. Let's say that. Okay. I hope I'm not stepping on nobody's toes. Because the thing is, I'm into getting down to the nitty gritty, into the raw truth of why this is happening. So we gotta debunk all the myths. And we got to get past all those things. And now we got to start applying the truth. I have time, but maybe it's just not a priority to me. I have something to say, but maybe I just been devaluing what I have to say because I feel like everybody knows this. No. Tell them like these 2 strand twists, they took 2.5 hours. I love doing them. Like tell them the why behind you doing hair. Like start sharing more of your story. How did you get into hair? People love a story. They want to connect. But how can they connect if you're not willing to show yourself? They can't know you. People buy into those who they know, like, and trust. And the only way that they can know you is if you show you. Like, I know I got all these bars and these rhymes, but like, I'm saying it so it can stick in your mind. It's because you need to be able to retain it, right? I need you to retain it. So a lot of my repetition is because I need you to have retention. Like I'm repeating things so you can get it. Because it's not as complicated and it's not as like monumental as we make things in our mind. And that's the problem. Like a lot of times y'all be putting, and I'm gonna say y'all, us, we be making these mountains in our mind and then we blow it up and then come to find out it was nothing all the time. It was literally nothing. But because we made it that, it stopped us. It paralyzed us. So we gotta get past this fear of not wanting to post. Because it's the stylists that believe in themselves, the stylists that are bold enough, the stylists that are just go ahead and put themselves out there, even if their stuff is wrong. even if their stuff is wrong, and I ain't gonna say wrong, but I know y'all have seen some hairstylists that you be like, dang, they believe in themselves, and I know my work look lightweight. I mean, like, we're not comparing, but it's just like, dang, and this person, but see, the problem is they don't have more skill, but they got more belief. Yeah, I say, they ain't got more skill, but they got more belief. So what you need not necessarily is more skill, but you can get more skill if you want to go ahead to VeryEssenceAcademy.com and log into the mentorship so you can get the skill that you need, but they got more belief, they got more confidence, and they got more content. They got more confidence and they got more content. Why? Because they realize, like, all I got to do is be me. All I got to do is share. All I got to do is show up. And so many of us have complicated these things in our mind and thought like, oh, there's this crazy remedy or there's this strategy that I don't know. No, y'all can go back to 2013 on Rare Essence Academy page, and I was just posting. No rhyme, no reason. I'm just, this was before the academy actually, we had the academy, the idea for the academy, but it was like just the salon page at the time. And then over time, it came into something. So what you have to understand is that your hairstyles may be not as concise, precise, qualified as you would like them to be. But one thing I love is to see the glow up. One thing I love is to see people's journey. I mean, y'all ever see those transformation videos or those before and afters? Like, people love to see that. Why? They love to see the growth. And so many of us have this in our mind, like, I just want to show them the perfection from Jump Street. Listen, ain't nobody bombed from Jump Street. I wish I had pictures of my hairstyles back in the 90s. Not even just the 90s. Some of the hairstyles that I was doing in the salon, I just was like, woo, he done brought me a mighty long way. But see, I was willing to document my process, and I'm grateful that I took those pictures. I'm grateful because I could look back and see how far I have come. I can see how far I've come, and so you're concerned about other people seeing how far you've come, so you just want to show up on the scene just amazing. And that's a great aspiration, but we're gonna have to get past that, because right now you're missing clientele. You're missing people who could potentially be serviced by you because they need you. If you don't even understand this, and I told y'all this before, people need you. I do my own hair, or if I don't do my own hair, I go to my salon. But if I was to go to a stylist, I would pick a stylist not just because of how great they were. Now, granted, we do got an expectation. You know what I'm saying? I am a little bougie. I want my stuff right? But it's because I want to connect. I connect with that person. And that's why it's so vital that you show yourself. We got to overcome the fear of posting. Go ahead, Martin. We got to overcome the fear of putting ourselves out there, because we got to realize that there's a group of people that need us, and not just us, specifically you. And when you get that in your mind, that's a powerful revelation. A powerful revelation that you were called to do hair because there was a group of people, there's a community that you're called to serve. And how can you serve them if they can't find you? And they can't find you because you're hiding. You're unwilling to let your light shine. Like, we got to break past that fear. We being selfish. And I don't always like to talk so stern, y'all. Like, I really want to just have fun, but I really want you to get it when I'm really like, this is what I feel from my core. Like, I'm sharing this because this is not just me. This is not just Essence talking. Listen, I be getting downloads from on high, literally in the live, because there's something that you have to get about yourself. There's something that you have to understand, and it is that they need you. But how can they find you if you're unwilling to show up? I don't know. Let me know if it's hitting. Let me know if it's resonating, because I don't want to go down the street if ain't nobody coming with me. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Are y'all with me? I mean, if y'all ain't with me, it's all love. We can go down another street. I got other points. But y'all got to understand. Yes, Sherma, I will, love. Say it as it is. I can only tell you as it is. I'm here and it's sticking. Amen. Listen, again, these are lessons I had to learn for myself. They need you. They need the healed you. They need the quirky you. They need the weird you. They need, like, you as you are. There is a group of people, and I will continue to say this, there are a group of people that need it just like how you do it. My clients knew, like, and I know we talking about posting, and I'm gonna come back to that, but my clients knew if you was gonna sit in my chair, listen, from the time I was a kid, I would be on a school bus and I'd sing every song. I mean every song. Go ahead. Every song. And I would have clients. I mean, not clients. I had kids on the school bus like, you know every song. And I was like, yep, I sure do. You know what I'm saying? And so to this day, I am that same person. So when clients would sit in my chair, they would just be like, I mean, no, not even they. Let me just say, I would be like, listen, if you're gonna have a problem with me singing, and I'm not Beyonce, I'm not Kelly Rowland, I'm not Fantasia, but I love music. I love music, and I love to sing, right? But I'm gonna be my full self, and I'm gonna show up in the way that I am. And if you like it, amen. And if you don't, I mean, put some earplugs in or go sit somebody else's chair. So I became the fullest of me, and people loved me. And there are people that need you. And I think y'all have to understand this. There's not a lot of connection with community outside of hair salons, barbershops, churches. So when people get to be in other people's environments, and you can create a whole nother environment for them and bring them into your peace. But how can you bring them into your peace if you're not already at peace with yourself? But they need to connect with you. But I want them to connect with a whole and heal stylist. Y'all about to take this to a whole nother topic. Okay. Back to where we at. Ben, you doing all right? Yes. All right. The next, we only got 2 more points. I'm so on fire. I'm like, I don't even know if we need to go live for a whole hour today, because I'm just like, it might be too much for y'all. It might be too much. I want you to get to the place where you don't do it for the likes. You don't do it for the likes. You don't do it for who's going. Listen, sometimes I post and it's crickets. Sometimes I post and Instagram is like, I'm not showing it to nobody. I'll be like, dang, like, how is it that we got 90,000 followers and literally it might get like 500 views? And I'll be like, how though? But we got to understand that algorithm is just different. You feel me? What's up, Kamisha? The algorithm is different. But if you continue to show up consistently, but show up because you like it, show up because you're not doing it for the likes, you're doing it for the liberation. Showing up because it makes you free. See, the thing is, when we're able to express ourselves freely, we get free. But again, you cannot express yourself freely if you have not got to the point where you fully accept yourself. Let me know you need to pause. I'll talk to you, Ben. Listen. So we got to get to the place where we do it for us. Like, and I know that might sound selfish, and I want to make that make sense. Yes, you're there to educate your people, but you're putting yourself out there. And when you're putting yourself out there, you are also putting yourself in a place to almost be with the potential of being rejected. Because they ain't nobody commented under. You didn't ask the question, ain't nobody saying nothing. So what do y'all think? It is the crickets. Nobody said nothing. Show up consistently as you. Do it because you love it. Do it because you like it. Do it because it makes you free. I don't do it for the likes. I do it for the liberation. And when people get to a place where they happen to stumble upon your page, they're going to be like, oh, this person been consistent? This person believe in themselves, even if people wasn't engaging. They've been the same person through and through. If y'all go to my TikTok, which you should go to my TikTok, okay, Essence China, because if you want the motivation, y'all, like, the same person I'm here is the same person I'm over there. Like, you can go back to the beginning, which I just started posting 2 weeks ago, so it ain't like it. Ain't even been like it's been a long time, but I've been myself, okay? I've been myself from the beginning to the end and all throughout the middle. So when people find your page, it's going to be so thorough and so consistent to where it's just like, I like this person, I connect with this person, right? Some of the reason why you all are on this live right now, because there's something that in me connects to you. I don't know what it is. I'm just being myself. I'm not trying to be nothing that y'all like. Trust and believe. I'm being me because I like me. I'm being me because I love me. And I want you to get to that place. I do it for the liberation. I don't do it for the engagement. I don't do it for the likes. But I do it because I love me. But it takes time to get to that place. And I think that if somebody was to say, oh, you need to love yourself more, it's almost like, I do love myself. Everybody feels that they love themselves, right? But the reality is there's depths, there's degrees. There's a deeper revelation you need to get about yourself. And the deeper the revelation you get about yourself, the deeper the love you have for yourself. And the reason why I know when people say that they love themselves, but they haven't got to, because they're still editing themselves. You know when you go and you edit something, you taking stuff away, you like, no, this is all of me. I'm not editing nothing. Like, listen, this is me through and through. I'm silly and I'm serious. But see, that's when you know that you love yourself to where you're willing to show all parts of you, all posts of you. So let me go back to this because I don't want to lose this. You want to show yourself, but to a degree. This is your business page, and so you have to know. Personally, this is what I believe. I know there's other people that may say other things that may be contradictory to what I'm saying. I mean, go with your spirit. I don't know. But I feel that not all things are appropriate on your business page. Personally, if this is your hair page and you got other gifts, listen, if you're a dog trainer, praise God. But I don't know if that needs to be on your hair page. Like, create another page for that. So you have to know what parts of you need to be all in this. And I feel like, yeah, give them a little glimpse of this or give them a little glimpse of that. But I think you have to be mindful of knowing what belongs. And another thing is, for those of you who are on the live right now, and I need you to almost log off this live if this is you. If your page is private, listen, my face is just about to be a blank stare. How are we gonna grow when we're hiding? How are we gonna grow when can't nobody, we gotta prove people to see our stuff? Like, that's a whole nother level of fear of rejection. Like, you need to, come on, this is your business page. And people are nosy. I'm telling you, anybody's page who I go to, I click to, and their page is private, like, bye. Like, I don't have time to be asked and requesting. I'm not doing all that. I don't even know if I want to follow you yet. I gotta go behind the veil. I gotta go behind the curtain to figure out what you posted. No, I don't want to. I don't want to add a follower to you just to unadd a follower to you. I don't even know. So unprivate your page. If this is your business page and you're mixing your business and your private together, then go ahead and clean that page up or start a new hair page. It's one or the other. Okay? Otherwise, you're so limited in who's going to be able to even see your work. If somebody tags you, or if you get a client who got their hair done by you and they're now posting, what's up, Gloria? And they're now posting, and then somebody clicks on a post because they tagged you, and then there's a block. Listen, like, if I hit a dead end, trust me, I'm not trying to go around. I'm going the other way. Bye. So unblock your page. That might be for nobody. Maybe nobody has a private page. So this may not be for you. It might be for the people who watching the replay. Yes or yes? All right, I'm gonna get to my last point because today is a new day. Today is a new day. My last point, which is all kind of the same point all in one. So what y'all gonna understand is that everything is one. What do I mean by everything is one? Everything is connected. The reason why you're not posting is because you're making excuses, but you're making excuses because we're unwilling to get to the root of the real problem. I want you to, this is a hip hop quotable right here. If you are unwilling to stand before millions, no, let me bring it back. Rewind. Can you do the rewind for me, Martin? If you are unwilling to stand in front of the mirror, how are you going to stand in front of millions? Now, listen, sometimes I'll be letting stuff breathe, not for y'all, but for me, okay? Because some things I be sitting and just be hitting me. I'll be like, see, this is the stuff I'm sharing with y'all is the stuff that God be sharing with me. Like, that's why it's so easy for me to go live, and that's why it's so easy for me to talk to y'all, because I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to myself. I see myself on the screen. But this is the thing. If you're unwilling to stand in front of the mirror, how you going to stand in front of millions? Your platform, I ain't even going to say that yet. We're going to come back. because that's a whole nother bar that y'all, I don't even know if y'all ready for that word. Let me break that down. Your phone has the potential to connect you to millions, trillions, billions. I mean, come on. I just like millions because it, a play on mirror, millions, double R, double L. Okay, slow down. You have the potential to connect to millions on your phone. But the reason why it's hard for you to connect to the millions on your phone is because you need to connect to the mirror. You need to connect to the stylist in the mirror. When you get freed up, and some of you, maybe you want to post some videos of you speaking, but you're unwilling to do that. Why? Because you need to start getting in the mirror and speaking to yourself. Or maybe some of y'all need to start recording videos of just you talking that you're never going to get posted. Why? Because what it's going to do is going to free you up from just that fear of just talking to the camera. It's just you at home. Record. Get in the mirror. Start affirming yourself. Get in the mirror and say, I love my work. I love my hairstyles. I'm an amazing stylist. Like, big yourself up. Big up. And when you start doing that, this is what's going to break you free. Stand in the mirror before you try to stand in front of millions. Let me say that one more time for the replay. Say that one more time for the content. Stand in the mirror is going to help you stand in front of millions. So you got to start doing some mirror work. Because as you begin to do that mirror work and you start loving yourself, like, you're just going to be on a whole nother level when it comes to just posting your work. It's like, I told my team earlier today, I'm like, what was that cartoon that used to run through walls? And I was like, I think it's Looney Tunes. I think it was the Road Runner, right? Like, that's the type of energy I'm on right now. Like, listen, I'm running through brick walls over here, not because I'm on any type of substance, but because I am on the God who says, what does the Bible say? Now, faith is a substance. Hey, get out my shy. Nope. Of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. See, now, I didn't even mean to go there. What I'm trying to say is, like, I'm so hype about who I am. I'm so hype about what I have to produce. Like, I got the energy to run through walls over here. Looney Tunes, okay? Y'all might as well just call me Looney Tunes. You got to get that hype about yourself. And that's what your mirror work is going to do. Oh, gosh. Oh, Gloria. What you said, Gloria? Gloria said, thanks. This is all so deep. Amen. I praise God for that. And I am so right. Because it's from on high. Yes, 11:1. Faith is a substance. Come on now. We ain't on no substance. We on faith. Running through walls over here. Like, that's how hype you should be about your brand. That's how hype you should be about your hairstyles. Like, I love me. And so because I love me, I don't care who don't reject me, who does reject me. Because at some point, you're going to attract those who love you too. But you got to show your love to yourself first. You got to show yourself the love in the mirror before you get the love of the millions. Okay. And the last bar I have for today, because you know what I realized, y'all, like, it's easier for me when I go live and I have like these bullet points. It's like my bullet points just be bars. And from the bars, I just be flowing, right? And so somebody type, my platform is in my pocket. My platform is in my pocket. God rebuked me. I got rebuked the other day because I was just like, I'm like, God, you said this is going to happen and that's going to happen and all this stuff is going to happen. And he's just like nothing is going to happen until you get in alignment. And so you over here saying like, oh, okay, what about my platform? God's like, I done gave you the first platform. Some of y'all want to get in magazines. Maybe that's the platform you want to be on. But your first platform is in your pocket. Somebody say my platform is in my pocket. Come on, Mama D. Come on, Kashia. My platform is in my pocket. What we waiting for? We waiting for somebody to we waiting for somebody to put us on when we supposed to put our own selves on. You better put yourself on Instagram. You better put yourself on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, TikTok. And some of y'all don't know TikTok is where it's at lightweight. I got on TikTok 2 weeks ago and I'm like, yo, I might leave Instagram. TikTok lightweight hitting. Huh, Tish? Tish, you on here? I feel silly today, y'all. I feel so silly today. So when you get the revelation that your platform is in your pocket and the only thing that's going to stop, hold up, because I really fuck up. The only thing that's going to stop it is you. We don't have any excuses anymore. 10 years ago, we was not connected to the internet this way. When I was doing hair, there was no Instagram, no face, none of that. Listen, I had real photo albums, and I still got those photo albums with hairstyles from them $5 throwaway cameras. I had the Instagram before there was Instagram. What you talking about? You have everything you need to blow up, but you just gotta show up, boo. So I want y'all want some homework? I want everybody to post in the comments and don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. How many times are you posting a week? Put the first number of how many times you're posting a week versus the how many times you're post that you want to post a week. Right now, I'm on that daily post. I'm on that daily drip. I'm giving my audience daily content, that daily drip. You're posting 6 times a week, or you want to post 6 times a week, Kashia. And I feel like that's good. I feel like 1 time a day is sufficient, but it's just being consistent. That's right, Kamish. That's right. So you don't have to type it in the chat, but write down, what are you willing to be consistent with? What is the number of times a week that you want to be consistent with? Some of you are saying, well, I can't post because I'm not doing that much hair. And because I'm not doing that much hair, I don't have that many clients to record. I don't have that much work. When you're doing hair, you should be able to create at least 2 to 3 pieces of content. Please and thank you. At least 2 to 3 pieces of content. Before, middle, and end, before and after, a video. Like, now they've made it so easy. Like, you can edit your own videos. When I was editing videos on Reels, like I'm telling y'all, I do video editing, I do graphic design, I be doing all of it because I enjoy it. But before there was the Reels where you could go in and edit yourself, I need to put that one back up there because I need to read that one. Before you could do edit yourself, I was using iMovie. I was making it work. So y'all, we have to make it work. We got to get rid of the excuses, and we got to just start executing with excellence and understand that we're going to grow as we become consistent with what we're doing. See, some of us are waiting for things to work and be perfect, and it just does not work that way, y'all. I've been following my way here. I fell my way up, okay? Now, Gloria said, fear truly keeps us captive. Oh, thank you, Gloria. So blessed to be on the live. Thank you, Essence. May God continue to bless you. I receive all of that, and God bless you all as well. I love y'all. Like, I'm doing this because it's an assignment. I'm doing this out of obedience. God been telling me, and I've been telling y'all, like he been telling me for a while, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm called to do. And I've been waiting for the manifestation of things that happen. And God is like, your platform is in your pocket. So the same thing he's telling me, I'm telling y'all. And that's the only way y'all gonna break free is if you start applying principles and pressure. Somebody write that down. I gotta apply principles and pressure. What I'm giving you are principles. They are tried and true. They are tried and true. They've been here since the foundation of the earth. There are certain things that you cannot circumnavigate. They are what they are. And one of the biggest things that we got to figure out is, do I love myself to the degree that I'm willing to put myself out there, even if I may see it as rejection? Like, you have to get past that. But the only way you're going to get past that is to start loving yourself in the mirror, start affirming yourself on a daily basis, speaking those things that are not as though they were, let it come out of your mouth so you can hear it. The Bible says faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God, but God is going to speak things directly to you. And so we got the Bible, we got the word, and the word, we need to be repeating that, but there are things that God will speak directly to you about Katrina, about Tell, about Yate. He will speak to Sherma. He will speak to Kashia. He will speak things directly into your spirit, and it's your job to program yourself. It's your job to affirm yourself. Those things change how we feel about ourselves, and as we change how we feel about ourselves, we begin to behave boldly, and your behaving boldly is showing up. From this day forward, I'm going to show up. The only way I'm going to blow up, the only way I'm going to get to that promise that God has shown me is to show up. And he wants to give you the boldness, but you got to go back to him. Like, I can't end these lives without giving all glory to God, because there's, for me, as for me in my house, we going to serve the Lord. Like, these things all come from on high, from the upper room. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Y'all ready to go? Y'all ready to go? Y'all ready for the benediction? Hold on. You want to take me to the word? What's 5 and 17? Y'all pull it for me. So I done gave y'all everything, but there's homework. I don't want you to watch these lives and just be like, oh, that was a good word. Oh, she done hype me up. Oh, she motivated me. Like, I don't care nothing about that. If I haven't helped you, forget the hype. Don't even tune into these lives. Because this is not about just this injection of getting hype and be like, oh yeah, I'm. If it didn't drive you to action, I have done nothing. If this has not changed your belief system to the point where you start behaving differently, I have done nothing. So I want these lives to change you, to transform you. The Bible says we are transformed by the renewing of our mind. What I'm telling you is giving you things that are going to shift your mind. You got to renew your mind. And so when I'm telling you, you got to affirm yourself. And when I'm telling you that you got to like speak life into yourself, it's because it's a principle. It's true. Like, it won't change. You got to be able to be changed by the renewing of your mind. And you renew your mind by getting new information. And we got to stop giving ourselves these excuses. So I love y'all. Thank you, Kashia, for being on. You a super, I want to say a super. Like, you be on every live, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, as your point with the verses. Listen, y'all, we got to do better. And we got to do better because it's not just about us. I almost feel like doing my poem, but I'm not going to do my whole poem. But I said, because your transformation is not just about you. It's about all those who will succeed by following in your footsteps to finally get free. That's why you got to show up for your community. Because your transformation, you believing in yourself, is not just about you. My believing in myself, let me say that one more time because I get so hyped I'll be stuttering. My believing in myself is not about me, it's about you. So what is you believing yourself about? It's not just about you. It's about other people believing in themselves to the degree that you do by following in your footsteps to finally get free. See, what we don't understand is we are bound by fear. And I'm over it. So I love y'all. Have an amazing night. My goal is to be back a whole nother day. What's up, Kim? What's up? Oh, hey, Kim. Check for your emails, and I will see y'all next week. Or not next week. Why am I over here making up stuff? Follow me on TikTok, though. Thursday. And check for the mentorship. And I will see y'all Thursday. Peace, y'all. Hey.